You can get those at Barnes and Nobles, Walmart, everywhere. Everywhere books are sold, okay? No matter your background. Because God knows all the hairs on your head, and guess what? And even though he knows that if you don't have any hair, guess what? He knows the peach fuzz. Notebooks and journals for all, coloring books that help in meditate and recalibrate the mind. I'm excited about this venture. Even though I got a lot of stuff on Amazon, my special stuff is only on my bookstore. I don't, because I got special journals that help you walk out of narcissistic abuse, how to love yourself, all those different things. Step by step to do it at your own pace. Okay. Spiritual laws that, then don't forget about your link to the 105 spiritual laws that govern the earth. Don't forget, Jesus gave us 2 new paradigms. You put up a boundary. You got love and grace. Don't forget to sign up for the newsletter and the juicy updates and the upcoming events, okay? Don't forget about the Azure PDF and the 400 values PDF. Put them together and change your whole Sims character to this Jacob Promoter game, because it's really a hologram. What you think is what you see. Look at a new school app. Just getting things started, getting things together. I was inducted into the new class of Who's Who, Influential Women of 2025, and Women's Worldwide. It's been a whole new experience bringing up that last quarter of 2025. God showed out, and I didn't block nothing. If it showed up, I was like, thank you, because I'm worthy. And look what I received in 2017 from Who's Who. I received it with my nonprofit, Refuge Women's Transition Center. Okay, so I was helping women and teenage girls come out of sex trafficking. I had a lot of help, but I looked up and then they was gone. And they went to go help somebody else. And let's talk about it. When people want to leave, you let them leave. Don't you run behind them. Don't you scream and act like you going to fall apart. Nah, you let them go. Because if they want to go, you let them go. I promise you, when you stand back on your feet, they'll be knocking at the door. And you be like, no, thank you. You left me in my time of need. I don't need them type people in my life. Let go. How Paul said with one of the disciples, you can't rock with us. He said, because you quit in the middle. Ain't nobody got time to be in the middle of a battle with somebody quitting. I love you. I love myself too much for that. So then I was helping young girls that came out and said they were LGBTQAI, and it came out that they were pregnant to their family. Their family kicked them out, and I was like, we can't do that. We're in the wrong state for that. So I made sure that they went to a teen center, or they came where I was at if I had room. And I checked on them until they said it was good. Then I was helping domestic violence victims, and we lost 2 women because they went back more than once. I don't judge anybody. You know why? Because everybody's addicted to something. You could be addicted to a drug. You could be addicted to working out. You could be addicted to eating right. You could be addicted to eating out. Everybody's addicted to something, whether good or bad. So I don't judge people, because if I judge them, I gotta judge me too. Okay? Because we all human. The minute you do this, look at all the fingers coming back at you. 2 fingers that way, 3 this way. Okay. All right. And then I was helping people that lost everything in house fires or house floods. And because people knew I had a nonprofit, they were always giving me stuff. I always had free stuff. I never had to pay for anything. I just had free stuff all the time. I was getting beds and mattresses and stuff, and they saw what I was doing in the community. I just saw a hole in the community. I didn't wait for somebody to tell me what to do. I know what it felt like being homeless and couldn't get no assistance. And I said, well, this is why I'm starting this nonprofit. For the people that have tried to get the assistance and can't get it. I want to be that person that's assisting somewhere in the community. Okay. And then I was helping, with the people with the houses. And then I told them, I said, if they would come and get what they need, I said, how many rooms you need? And they would tell me, I said, only get that because somebody else is coming to get this stuff. And when people would give me stuff, I would give them paperwork to write it off on their taxes to let them know it came here. Like when people give me clothes and purses and shoes and stuff like that, I would refurbish some things and have them up so the kids would never know. And so when they would go to school, especially the shoes that was white, people was giving like Jordans and old school Jordans because they were dirty. Child, I took that Mr. Clean and cleaned it up real good and cleaned up new shoe string with brushes, and you would have never known. Okay, you'd have never known, because I'm like, these kids don't need to be embarrassed going to school. Okay, because I know how that feels like, being embarrassed going to school. So because I knew it, I felt the empathy for it. And then I gave them toiletry bags, and the women got their other toiletry bags that we need. They come happen every month, and I made sure they had fingernail polish and fingernail polish remover. Then I also made sure they received a $20 gift card that was refillable, that they could refill it whenever they needed to. Because yes, the Red Cross was helping them out, but they need underwear right now. They just lost everything. They need t-shirts right now. They need socks. Okay, just something simple. Just take this with you and go. You know what I'm saying? Just get what you need. Bras. I'm talking about everything is gone. You had nothing. You had nothing. We forget about that. They just lost everything because of somebody else's carelessness. They just, okay. That's a lot. You in shock for a minute. That's why I say if you got public health, you got a mental health. Because they in shock for a minute. It's going to take at least 2 to 3 days to come down for that. Because the only thing you remember is everything that you had and now it's gone. And some of that stuff was priceless. It can't be replaced. You see what I'm saying? Like family heirlooms. Some stuff can't be replaced. Honey. And then I was helping this family for Thanksgiving because she reached out because she saw my nonprofit on social media, so she reached out and I said, say less. Honey baked ham is my go-to. So I went to Honey baked ham, catered that, and then bought $150 worth of groceries, got to the house. She told me about the people that was getting ready to get laid off because I was working by myself. I had to work with what I had, the budget of what I had. So, because everything I got, I put it back into the nonprofit. Everything that I was getting, I kept putting it back into the nonprofit. So, she gave me 2 names, and I found out, pulled them out, boop, they had special needs kids, find out what they need, catered them for Christmas, Honey baked ham, made sure the kids got 2 gifts each, and then I also made sure that they received $150 worth of groceries. I bought it to the house, found out what was going on with the kids, and looked up what was going on, and what chemicals they could have, and what they could have, and made sure everything was on the up and up, and it was healthy. And then I helped 2 women go to therapy for 3 to 6 months and made sure they had either $250 or $150. You have to look on my website, Refuge Women's Transition Center. That is www.vrw, T as in Tom, C as in Charlie.org, and you can see, because I keep forgetting. Even when I look at it, I still forget. I did what I could with what I had. I didn't stop doing what I had. And let me tell you, God said, whatever you do in without fanfare, and you don't need a whole bunch of people seeing it. God said, what you do privately, I'll reward it publicly. And God don't need all that fanfare. God got me. You know what I'm saying? God is faithful, and I'm thankful and grateful for it all. I'm for everything. I am. Just to be breathing right now. Oh, thank you. Don't forget to look at the link to receive 25% off your first order. This is the company I use with all natural remedies for the assistance during the diagnosis I received in 2017 saying I had breast cancer. They told me I had 6 months to live. Child, we was fighting against the clock. Okay. Child, I didn't take none of them cancer treatments. God said, you taking the thing, you gone in a week. I said, woo! Nah, we didn't do that. I went out with I took them natural things from the backyard, 100% silver shield for my dietary needs. And that brings up stuff from the periodic table that you need, the metals that you need in your body from the periodic table. And I went with the Dr. Sammy diet. And I had my naturopathic doctor, sure did. So, I told the doctors, I said, the devil is a lie. They said, don't you see it? I said, I see it, but if I agree with it, I am out of here, and ain't nobody got time for that. I said, I see what it is. I said, I rebuke it now in the name of Jesus. I curse it to the root. I am the heal, protecting my health from sickness and disease. I bind up every disease, every germ, every bacteria, every growth, every tumor, every parasite, and I curse it to the root, and I send it back to the pit of hell, and I loose the blood of Jesus, and I loose the hand of God, and I said, I take full responsibility for myself. No, I did not know they were poisoning the food, but yes, I ate the food, so it's on me. I ate the food. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. I was just eating the food. I was hungry, I ate. Okay. And I just took full responsibility, because when you take full responsibility, God is like, yeah, we bugging with Crisco now. We finna cook. All right. And they said, what you doing? I said, I'm putting my order in, so when I come back with my testimony, you will see. And then, honey, I went home, talked to God. God said, get the naturopathic doctor. Got the naturopathic doctor pulled down everything the doctor said about being alkaline. Child, Showed it to the naturopathic doctor, said, that's great, that's great. However, you already have this disease in your body, so we're going to have to go a different route. Some of this stuff is going to have to come off because it's going to cause acid in your body for your blood type. Find out what your blood type is and keep it moving, okay? Honey, I found out what my blood, I knew what my blood type was, but when we found out what was going on, I said, okay. Like, you still sitting up there eating ketchup and Thousand Island when you could be making your own. Because it's causing you heartburn. Because it's not for your blood type. They putting too many chemicals in there, it's just not working with you. Just make your own. Child, let me tell you, child. Honey. And then my ancestor said, go in the backyard and get that dandelion, that morning glory, okay, that wild scallion, child. It's a long grass to go in the backyard. It smell like onions. That is wild scallions. Dig it up, child. Because I sure did. Our ancestors lived off that. And you know why our ancestors lived off that? Because they was given scraps to live off of. And now we call the scraps that we so inventive. Because of survival, we turn that into the soul food, honey. Yes, and neck bones and all of that stuff, we turn it into soul food. Honey. Now people paying top dollar for it when it was just